好耐好耐以前喺森林嘅一個。
你讀緊書啊？
我唔係讀緊書，我一邊睇一邊幻想緊書裏面嘅角色，我跟住自己嘅諗法去創造佢哋嘅故事，感受書中人物嘅喜怒哀樂。你會唔會咁樣睇書？不如由你講個故仔俾我聽啦。
我識得一啲故事人，佢哋講故仔好生動有趣，不如由佢哋講故仔俾你聽啊！
好啊，我要聽故仔，快啲請故事人出嚟啦！你哋係咪想一齊聽故事人講故事？
而家我哋一齊聽故事人講英文故事，享受呢段閱讀時光啦！
Hello kids, I'm Brian Burrell. Welcome. Do you like stories? Stay tuned to Hong Kong Public Library's Stories on Board. A Panda Story by Tang Yaming, illustrated by Susumu Kinoshita and translated by Duncan Pupar. In the depths of the mountains, green bamboo grows amongst the tall trees. The panda is about to become a mother. She is busy making a soft, warm bed for her new cub. The mother is surprised to see two little lives that have just come into the world, surprised at their tender red skin covered in soft white fur. She gently picks up one of the cubs with her mouth, but leaves the other cub, which looks smaller and weaker, alone. She doesn't have enough milk to feed both cubs, so she must abandon one of them. Like all mother pandas, she gently licks her cubs behind, helping him to go to the bathroom easier. As it's her own cub, she doesn't mind doing this at all. The cub grows bigger by the day, and the fur on his legs, shoulders, and ears start to turn black. Gradually, he is able to go with his mother to the bamboo forests and the mountain streams. The cub is happiest when playing with his mother. He will leap at her suddenly and act up in front of her. He will also roll around, head over heels, as she watches on. The mother panda lets her cub climb up to her head and pull and tug at her. Sometimes she pretends to be angry and pulls the cub down from the tree. When the cub is tired, he lies down and enjoys his mother's caress. The cub learns a lot while playing. He slowly grows stronger. The mother panda is very strict when teaching her cub how to climb trees. She bares her teeth and grunts and growls. The cub always climbs up very carefully. Like his mother, he likes to rest, play, and sleep on the branches. For pandas, trees are the safest place to be. Eating bamboo is more important than anything. Pandas spend all day eating, chewing, and chomping away. The more they eat, the more they have to go to the bathroom. And a panda does its business over 100 times a day. But panda droppings aren't that bad. You can still see the undigested bamboo shoots and leaves. One day, the cub sees his mother squash a bamboo rat and swallow it whole. He doesn't know that sometimes his mother likes a change of diet. Actually, many years ago, pandas used to eat meat. Then, as their environment changed, pandas began to rely on bamboo as their main food. The cub grows to be over a year old. No longer a panda baby, he has become a big panda boy. One day, the young panda discovers that his mother has disappeared. He searches all over the bamboo forests, all the mountain streams and all the valleys he had been to with his mother. He cannot see, hear, or smell her anywhere. He doesn't know. She is never coming back. When panda cubs grow to be over a year old, they are abandoned by their mothers. From then on, they have to live by themselves. The young panda spends all day walking back and forth in the depths of the mountainous forest. One day, he suddenly smells something sweet. Something unusual. Before he knows it, he has followed the smell down to the foot of the mountain. There he sees a house. Nobody is around, and the young panda walks straight inside. The young panda sees the salted meat hanging from the wall. Realizing that it is food, he snatches it up with his paw and stuffs it into his mouth. An old farmer's wife is busy making dinner in the kitchen. And with all the smoke and fire of the stove, she doesn't notice her new guest. When someone in the house finally sees the panda and shouts out in surprise, the young panda dashes out in a frightened hurry. A farmer gives chase and shouts, "Hey, stop! Take whatever you want to eat. It doesn't matter." A group of children and a large yellow dog are coming back from playing outside. As soon as the dog spots the panda, he starts barking loudly. Woof! Woof, woof, woof. All the neighbors' dogs, big and small, come over to see what's going on. The dogs all bark at the panda together. Woof! Woof, woof, woof. The children know that they should protect the panda, so they drive the dogs away. The young panda breaks free from the dogs and rushes off into the bamboo forest. One day, while the young panda is searching for some tasty bamboo to eat, he suddenly hears a loud squawking sound coming from somewhere far off. His ears perk up. Isn't that his mother's call? He rushes off in the direction of the noise. The closer he gets to the sound, the more his mother's smell fills the air. Finally, he sees her. There, sitting in a tree. His mother's call is sometimes loud and resonant, sometimes low and rumbling, rising and following in a beautiful melody. The young panda doesn't know that his mother is singing a love song. He watches as his mother climbs down from the tree and begins to play with a large male panda. The young panda quickly moves away. Now he has finally understood that he isn't a young cub anymore. His mother will no longer be by his side. He feels lost and confused. He senses something strange in the air. Suddenly, there is a huge roar, and the ground cracks open. The young panda is thrown onto the ground. It's an earthquake! He has never experienced anything so frightening. He doesn't know what is happening. When the earth stops shaking, the young panda sits in a daze for a long while. When he comes back to his senses, he quickly climbs up a tree and looks around in horror. The ground starts shaking violently once again. It is an aftershock. Sensing danger, he climbs down the tree. A large rock comes rolling down the hillside and smashes into the panda's hind leg. Oh! He feels a flash of pain, and he can no longer move. Blood starts flowing from his wound. Fighting against the pain, the young panda lifts his head. He is surprised to see a kindly pair of eyes looking straight at him. They seem familiar. It's a person. An old farmer's wife. This old lady was collecting herbs when she was surprised by the earthquake. She was even more surprised to see an injured panda. With a lot of effort, she frees the young panda's leg from under the stone. She feeds him some herbs that help to numb the pain, then puts him inside her bamboo basket. He is very heavy. The old lady struggles to put the basket on her back. She sends the young panda to the Panda Protection Center at the bottom of the mountain. Then, after his leg heals, he once again returns to the mountainous forests, the true home of generation after generation of pandas. This is the end of the story. Thank you for watching Stories on Board. Please scan this QR code and take a look at some recommended titles for Hong Kong public libraries. Read books every day. Bye-bye.